Good afternoon, faithful viewer. It is me, Regina Nunnally, better known as the Preacher Kid Sensation, PK. Sensation for short. If you follow me on Instagram, as you should, so follow me on Instagram at PK Sensation, and also go to my YouTube channel, Regina Nunnally. Click on the subscribe and follow there. And so I'm also the mental wealth builder. That's what I see myself as. I bring value to the marketplace. That's educational, inspirational, and motivational value to the marketplace because I'm allergic to ignorance. Yep. So today I've come on with my Monday motivation. And this was kind of like out of the blue. I didn't intend to go that route. But I posted this last week, and I heard this during Bible study, and it's amazing. People think they have to go through so many hoops to try to come up with some idea, but it can be something as simple as listening to someone talk, and boom. So my motivation for you today, faithful viewer, is do not get comfortable where you are. Do not become comfortable where you are. I didn't say don't be content. I said do not get comfortable where you are. Story. And some of you might have heard this story, but this resonated with me. There was a man who was looking for directions, and he saw this dude on the porch, right? So he went up to this guy and the dude on the porch, and the guy had a dog. And the dog was like, and so he was like, what's wrong with the dog? And the guy said, oh, he just sitting on the nail. And he was like, well, why won't he get off of it? Dog. I mean, what's his problem? And the man looked at the dog and looked at the man and said, I guess it doesn't hurt enough. You see, many of you are comfortable certain places, but you still feeling that hurt. You still feeling that pinch, right? And part of it is maybe it doesn't hurt enough for you to want to make a move, or you're afraid to. All right. Now I'm talking about timing does play a part in this, okay? But sometimes we overextend our time, and because we get comfortable somewhere, we don't want to move. We're aware of what we're doing. We like it. It feels safe. But if you want to change in your life, if you want to go to the next level, you can't get comfortable where you are. There's some times that you're just gonna have to just put in your 30-day notice, put in your 2 weeks notice, put in your notice, or just move to the next level and say goodbye. When I was in law school in Orlando, I was very comfortable there. I wanted to stay in Orlando. I got comfortable. I'd been there for like 97 to 2004. I was there for about 6-7 years. And I got comfortable at the church I was at, even though they were, let's just say, drama. But I said, everybody in the church is not led by the Lord, Holy Spirit. And so I had enough sense to realize that stuff is not going to cause me to go run into the streets and be like, oh, I don't want to deal with church no more because church folks this. I guess what? You don't stop going to restaurants, and you don't stop going to certain places because you had a bad situation, right? You're going to find someplace else to go. But I didn't go until it was time for me to go. But someone had to open my eyes to certain things. And it was one of the ladies at church. And so I was contemplating, should I go home? Because I got a job in Daytona, right? After law school, wound up getting a job in Daytona, and I was commuting back and forth. And I still wasn't sure whether I wanted to stay there or if I wanted to, find something in Orlando. But finding something in Orlando wasn't happening. It just wasn't happening. I was throwing applications around like candy at a Christmas parade. Just, but nothing opened up. It opened up back in Daytona. And I did not want to go back to Daytona because I was comfortable in Orlando. Listen now, I was comfortable in Orlando. Orlando's bigger. I looked at it as having more opportunities. Yeah, I just was, I love my church. I didn't want to go back home. And then one of the ladies said to me, Regina, she says, you going back and forth to Daytona working, tearing up your car, wear and tear, gas. She said, is anybody at church giving you gas money? Is anybody at church helping you with the maintenance of your car? No. She said, you can love someplace, you can love something, but if that something is not, let's just say, helping you out in other areas in your life, you can love it from a distance. She says, go back home. It make more sense for you to go back home. And as much as I didn't want to be attached to where I was, I had to leave because I got uncomfortable where I was, and I was getting comfortable with the commuting. But there was no reason. I'm from Daytona. I have a place to live in Daytona, but I'm commuting back and forth to Orlando. Does that make sense? So I'm putting more stuff. I'm putting more what's the word I'm trying to find? More stress on myself. I'm putting this obligation on me, and that I don't really have to do. See, that's what happens. When you become comfortable, you add more stuff to your plate than you need just to stay where you are. I'm going to say this one more time. Just to stay where you are, do you know you're doing extra stuff? You're doing extra stuff that may require a little bit more money, a little bit more effort. And everybody's situation is different. Your situation is different. But this may not be for you. This motivation may not be for you. But it may be for somebody who's been contemplating, should I stay or should I go? And you staying means you're comfortable. You going means you have to start all over again. You going may mean you have to you're coming out your comfort zone, okay? You going, it may require a sacrifice and an effort on your part, and you feeling like, I don't know, and it might require money. I don't know. I don't know your circumstances, but all I know is my God said he'll supply all your needs according to his riches and glory in Christ Jesus. So if you got a supplication already made, maybe it's a timing thing, or maybe you just need to make up your mind and then things start falling into place. Think about that. Maybe you just need to make up your mind, it's time for me to make a move. And then when that happens, then the very thing that you need, all the resources that you need will unlock itself because you've made up your mind. Because it doesn't make any sense to have stuff thrown at you and you haven't made up your mind what you want to do. See, that's why the word tells us don't throw your pearls to swine. All right. And even though there's other implications to that, is it makes no sense for you to have resources and you're not ready to use them and then you waste them. So it might be you need to make up your mind to make that move. You make up your mind that I'm now open to new opportunities. And by that, then things starts to open up for you. I don't know. I don't know. But some of you in here are comfortable where you are and you're doing so much and you're overextending yourself, stressing yourself out. You doing more than you need to. You're doing more than you need to, and all you need to do is make up your mind and move. So there are certain areas in your life you don't need to get comfortable in, especially when the change is necessary. And that change comes when you made up your mind that you want to change. And then there may be a need of renewing, all right, of your mind, education-wise. Because one thing y'all know, I'm allergic to ignorance, okay? And ignorance don't help anybody. So if you are afraid, my question is of what? Of what? If you're not afraid to get in your car every day because you take a risk every day when you leave that house. If you're not afraid to bite on that chunk of food because you take a risk every time you eat, all right? If you're not afraid to pay, pay a bill because if you don't, they're gonna come at you. You take risk every day. But when it comes to things that you want to sit on it like that dog on that nail. So you have the permission to make that move. And the provision will be provided when you purpose in your heart to make that move. Where you are is for a season. I've been in this office over 18 years. I'm feeling a shift coming. All right? I'm feeling it. I'm just feeling it. All right? And I'm open to that. And being open to it then makes the transition much more easier. So, that being said, I'm going to let y'all get back to your lunch because I have to eat mine. I am Regina Nunnally, better known as the Preacher Kid Sensation, PK, Sensation for short. If you follow me on Instagram, Regina Nunnally is my name. I am the mental wealth builder. I bring value to the marketplace, inspirational, motivational, and educational value to the marketplace because I'm allergic to ignorance. I invite you to go to my online store that I opened up where you can join the movement of dealing with ignorance, okay? Because we have ignorance on fire running around here, but we need to be made aware of what's going on. And then so if that resonates with you, then make sure to go to my store, check out my merchandise where the real money is made, and the merch I have. And if you have any ideas, just let me know. I'm open. It's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so I have something to support that, and 10% of the proceeds will go to that. And there's other people who have other awarenesses going on, and you know what? I want to support that as well through what I do best, and that's educate and entertain and inform and have fun. So do that. I think it's in the link. I'm gonna click it down here, link somewhere, and you'll see it and check it out. You might like it. Take care and have a great day. Bye-bye.